Greg, and I'm coming with a week-long series of the life of Christ during this road to the cross. And I want to cover kind of today on our first day of Monday, I want to cover essentially the after Palm Sunday. Jesus enters triumphantly into Jerusalem and then immediately cleanses the temple because of his dissatisfaction that's happening of money changers and things are being sold, and he's upset. The Bible tells us that at the end of that portion of scripture in Matthew chapter 21, that he returns back to Bethany and stays the night. But then we learn about his return back now into Bethany, from Bethany to Jerusalem. And on the way, the Bible tells us on verse number 18 that in the morning as Jesus was returning to Jerusalem, he was hungry and he noticed a fig tree near the road. He went over to see if there were any figs, and there were only leaves. Then he said, may you never bear fruit again. And immediately the fig tree withered up. The disciples were amazed when they saw this and asked, how did the fig tree wither so quickly? And Jesus told them, I tell you the truth, if you have faith and don't doubt, you can do things like this and much more. You can even say to this mountain, may you be lifted up and thrown into the sea, and it will happen. You can pray for anything, and if you have faith, you will receive it. You know, on this Monday that we're looking at, Jesus begins to speak to the lack of faith and begins to address the issues of not having faith, specifically to the people of Jerusalem. And I think that's a good lesson for you and I, that we must really look at our faith. He begins to speak about how things are not fruitful in our life because of the lack of that growing within us. And so I would encourage you that on today, be grateful for the fact that God has given you the opportunity to believe in something supernatural and amazing. And I do feel that in our lives at times we can lack faith. Lack faith for sometimes what we need, lack faith for what's happening in the world, lack faith for exactly what it is that we must endure in the moment. Our faith gets stretched. So I want to encourage you today to remind yourself that Jesus has so much in store for you. He wants to bless you. And so tonight, I'd like to pray with you on this Monday of our daily devotion on our journey to the cross, is that the Lord is speaking to us about faith. Let your faith be heard in what you do and believe. Let's bow our heads. Lord, I do believe that faith is a vital part of who we are as people of God. And I ask you, Lord, to take care of us as we are stretched, and you encourage us in this journey that we're on, that we would look at our faith and know you have so much in store for us. I pray for blessing over your children, that the Lord would bless them and keep them. That you would shine your face upon them, be gracious unto them, you would turn your face towards them, and you would give them peace. Hey, tomorrow we're going to be coming back at our daily devotion, the second day of the journey to the cross of Christ. And I encourage you to join us as we look at the Bible and we see the journey as the Lord makes it, as he leads us to our resurrection Sunday. Hey, thanks for joining me. And again, stretch your faith.